Welcome to Little Doward Wood, a nationally important ancient woodland and wood pasture in the Wye Valley, where Wales and England meet. The views from the top of this historic wood made it ideal for its past use as a Bronze and then Iron Age hill fort, but those steep slopes now bring their own management challenges. Little Doward was bought by the Woodland Trust in 1991 and has been under restoration ever since. Although most of the woodland has moved to a secure condition, meaning it's no longer deteriorating and has few negative impacts, there are still some stands of non-native conifer where we need to start gradually thinning to promote regeneration of native canopy species, along with protecting and releasing veteran trees from within the canopy of these conifers. Dynamism creates more open and transitional habitats, old trees and decaying wood. But these features are lacking in most woods, and the final phase of the restoration process is about planning and developing these. At Little Doward, there are only small areas of conifer left in less easily accessed areas of the woodland, and where the risk of wind throw is highest. These will be thinned as a priority, but using selective cycles to control light levels, rather than taking a clear fell and restock approach, which would shock the remaining ground flora. Poor access makes timber extraction in these parts of the wood less economic, but still able to cover the costs of felling and extraction. A few small areas of plated conifers are, however, completely inaccessible, so the decision has been taken to fell to waste. Obviously, this can only be done where it doesn't pose health and safety issues for visitors or workers, but it will very quickly create significant amounts of deadwood. We have also been doing some work on legacy trees, ensuring the recruitment of future veterans by thinning areas of beech and yew-dominated woodland, so the remaining trees have more space to grow and, one day, develop ancient tree characteristics. The felled trees will also be left lying as deadwood for fungi and saproxylic insects. This can also be an effective management response to tree disease such as ash dieback. Our native wooded ecosystems developed alongside large wild animals like deer, boar, other now extinct species, and then more recently domestic livestock such as cattle, which were brought in by people. But, except for deer and perhaps badgers, most woods in the UK are missing natural processes driven by large wild animals. Their absence has huge consequences for ecosystem functioning. Things are out of balance. Although prolonged high pressures of any grazing animals, such as deer, means little or no tree regeneration, declines of palatable flora, birds, dormouse, risks the loss of palatable trees such as aspen, elm or lime. Low-level naturalistic grazing produces a patchier and diverse vegetation in wooded ecosystems. Animals drive other key processes, dispersing plants, exposing soil and supporting regeneration. Animals can drive important dynamism and space, benefiting declining species like the pearl-bordered fritillary and adder. They can also maintain space for individual trees to develop and become ancient. Grazing in woodland is a complex thing to get right, and many parts of the UK have high deer levels to address. But it is an important thing to consider, and we need to be more open to the role of animals in woodlands. At Little Doward, deer impact assessments and control are carried out where levels are clearly too high, but we are now removing old deer fences which have served their purpose and no longer needed. The conifers were removed from the hill fort several years ago, and by introducing cattle, we can help to maintain the scheduled monument hill fort in good condition, while creating more open and transitional wooded habitats with plenty of scrub for a huge range of wildlife.